What's up, guys? In today's video I just wanted to come on here and give you guys little tips and tricks, a few tips and tricks for putting on lashes when you first get them. So putting on brand new lashes, because a lot of times people will struggle with getting lashes on when they first get them. If they haven't really worn lashes a lot before, it kind of gets frustrating. So I just want to give you guys a few tips and tricks that I do to help make putting your lashes on a little bit easier. So I'm gonna start today with a brand new pair of lashes. These are the Serena Foam Ink lashes from Red Aspen. So this is my first time wearing them. Just gonna open them up. What I like to do first is, when I get my lashes, I take them off here, and I already took that one off, but then I like to try and get the little adhesive or glue that's on there to stick them to the thing, just because I'm OCD. I like to get that off. Second, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to put it on your set it on your eye, and you're gonna want to measure and make sure that it isn't too long to where if you close your eye it'll poke you. So I'm just gonna look in my mirror. So I definitely need to cut just a little bit off, because I do have kind of smaller eyes, I think. I don't know. Okay, so if you buy these lashes in a bundle, it'll come with a lash applicator and a pair of mini scissors. And these are really great for trimming your lashes because they're small and they're a little bit easier and more precise to get them, rather than if you use like a pair of kitchen scissors. And then it does come with lash glue, which I don't have. I haven't bought a lash bundle yet. I've just been buying my lashes separately. So I'm gonna go ahead, and you always want to trim the lashes from the outer edge. I mean, I guess it kind of depends what the lash looks like. If it's a lash that is like the length of the lashes are the same length all the way around, it doesn't really matter which way you trim it in, but I usually try to do mine like a little bit more even. So when you first get lashes, if you can see, there's a little bit of a piece of the band that sticks out, and it's like that on every lash you buy, no matter what. So I always trim that, because I just feel like that's just an excess, and it kind of pokes your eye if you don't trim it off. So I'm just trimming a tad off of the end, and then I trimmed the excess off of this. And then you want to make sure that there isn't any pokiness. You trimmed it nice and smooth, otherwise that will hurt when you blink. So then another tip that I use, I don't know if a lot of people do this or not, but some lash bands are very thick. So when you try to bend it like this, which this isn't a very good example because these lash bands are really nice, they're really flexible, but some bands where when you try, here I'll show you if you can see, when you try to bend them, they'll be like kind of stiff. So what I like to do is I just take my lash and I roll it between my fingers on the band to try to break that up so it's nice and flexible, because your eye is round, so you don't want to try to put a lash on that the band is stiff and straight, because then it's not going to sit on your eye where you need it to. So I just like to do that, and I'm doing it on the inside to make sure it's all flexible. Sometimes when you buy drugstore lashes, they're a lot harder, so you kind of have to like break apart the band to get them to be flexible. These bands on these lashes are way nice, so it's kind of a nice thing about these. And then once I'm done doing that, I do actually flip it over the other way. So I flip it this way and I do it on the front of it as well, just to get a little extra flexibleness. And just kind of roll it between my fingers, make sure I get every, and once you try this, you'll understand what I'm talking about when there's like straight, stiff parts where you kind of want to break it up. Okay. The next tip or trick that I do when I get new lashes, I don't apply them with the first layer of glue that I put on. I don't know why, but I just feel that it is a lot easier. See, now you can see how like flexible it is. So I just feel like it's a whole lot easier to apply lashes when you have a little bit of a cushion on the band rather than putting like a hard band on your eye. So I usually put on 1 to 2 coats of eyelash glue, let it dry, or I do 1 coat, let it dry, put another coat on, let it dry, and then I will either stick it on the second coat, or I'll put another coat on just to give it a little bit of a base. Okay, so then when you are going to actually apply the lash, so I don't have red aspen glue, but right now I'm using Duo. It's by Ardell. It's brush on adhesive with vitamins in dark. I like using black lash glue because when it dries, it blends in with your eyeliner, if you do wear eyeliner. So if you don't wear eyeliner, then clear eyelash glue is perfectly fine, because that way you don't have any color where the glue dries. So I'm just gonna do 1 coat and let it dry a little bit. And what I like to do is just hold the lash right in the middle like this and fan it. So if you are a first timer putting lashes on, I would recommend using this lash applicator. It'll be a lot easier for you to hold onto the lash and to also grab the lash and place it where you want it. I know a lot of people who put lashes on for the first time, one of my biggest mistakes was always putting my lash on before the glue was tacky. And that's why I would never wear them, because I was like, oh my gosh, I cannot get these lashes to freaking stay on my eyes. And that's why. It's because the glue wasn't tacky yet, it was still wet. And so whenever you place it on your eye, it just moved. So the glue should be tacky enough to where once it touches your eyelid, it should not move. And I wish that's something somebody told me years ago when I was young and thought I was good at doing makeup, and I never wore lashes because of that. But okay, so I let that dry. I'm going to put 1 more coat, and then I'm going to place these on for you guys to see. So I like to coat it on the edge, like the top edge, and then I also kind of go on the bottom a little bit. So typically you want to let your lash adhesive dry for about 20 to 30 seconds. And with black lash adhesive, you can tell when it's tacky because when you put the glue on it, it's like a blue color. And then when it's tacky, it turns black. And then with clear, it is white when you put it on when it's wet. And then once it starts to get tacky, it'll start turning like a clearish, almost rainbowy look to it. So I'm just fanning this off, and I'm gonna try and do this so you guys can see it. Probably should have put my mirror up higher. Oh, I'll just use my Jeffree Star mirror. Okay, this might be a challenge. So, I am, why did I say am like that? I don't ever talk like that. Okay, so I always put my fingers right in the middle of the lash, and then I always want to stick it right in the middle first, and then I'll grab the end, the corner, and stick it where it needs to go, and then I'll grab the inner corner and stick it where it needs to go. So hopefully you guys can see this. I'll go like this so you guys can see better. So, and then you can kind of like bend it so it's rounded. See, I stuck it in. It's not where I wanted it, but it almost stuck. Okay, I'm having a hard time trying to see what I'm doing here because these lashes are long as heck. And I may not have cut enough off because it's pretty close to my corner of my eye. Kind of got a little bit of a, let's see. Hopefully you guys can see. It's starting to get a little bit dark here, so. Alright, let's see if I can show you guys this better. So, you want to place it as close to your lash line as you can without putting it on your lashes. If you place it on your lash and then once you go to take it off, it can stick to your lashes, your natural lashes, and pull them out with it because the glue is pretty dang strong like that. So, I'm trying to get good lighting. I think that's alright. I might trim them a little bit shorter next time I put them on, just because I don't usually like my lashes to go so like close to the corner of my eye. I like it to be where my actual lashes, natural lashes start. But, so as you can tell, the lashes definitely do a lot. I put on some very dramatic ones today, and the shadows making them look a lot bigger than they are. See, they're not actually like that crazy, but I think it's just the shadow. Oops. Trying to put some light on them. But I love dramatic lashes, so I already know once my husband gets home, he's gonna be like, what the frick are you wearing? You're gonna fly away in those things. Okay, so I will put the other one on off camera and I'll show you guys the final look. Okay guys, I'm back. Like I said, my husband came home in the middle of me putting those lashes on, and I asked him if he thought they were too big, and he was like, if you drank too much, your eyes would probably go like this. Because your lash is so big, you wouldn't be able to open your eyes. So, on that note, I changed them to the Rosy Lash, which is very cute. I really, really do like these ones. And I will definitely wear the other ones, maybe when I have like a photo shoot or something like that, something fun. Because I know me and my husband were going to do a photo shoot with one of my friends, hopefully before we move. So I hope you guys enjoyed my video with my tips and tricks for lashes. If you guys want to see anything else or have any other things you guys want me to film to show you guys, just let me know. Drop a comment below. Subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!